World-famous soccer players. Football is one of the most popular sports in the world, and it is not surprising that it has produced some of the most famous and iconic athletes in history. These athletes have not only made a significant impact on the sport but have also become global icons, inspiring millions of fans worldwide. In this article, we will highlight some of the most famous football players in the world. Pelé, widely regarded as the greatest football player of all time, Pelé was a Brazilian striker who won 3 World Cups with Brazil during his career. He scored over 1,000 goals during his career and was a master of dribbling, shooting, and passing. Diego Maradona, another legendary player, Maradona, was an Argentine forward who led his country to victory in the 1986 World Cup. He is perhaps best known for his Hand of God goal, where he scored with his hand in the quarterfinals of the same tournament. Lionel Messi. Messi is widely regarded as one of the greatest football players of all time. The Argentine forward has won numerous awards, including 7 Ballon d'Or titles and 4 Champions League titles with Barcelona. He is known for his incredible dribbling skills and his ability to score from almost any position on the pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is another player who is considered one of the best of all time. The Portuguese forward has won 5 Ballon d'Or titles and 4 Champions League titles during his career. He is known for his speed, agility, and incredible scoring ability. Zinedine Zidane. Zidane was a French midfielder who won numerous titles during his career, including the World Cup in 1998 and the Champions League with Real Madrid. He is known for his incredible technical ability and his ability to create goal-scoring opportunities for his teammates. Johan Cruyff. Cruyff was a Dutch forward who is considered one of the best players of all time. He won 3 Ballon d'Or titles during his career and led the Netherlands to the World Cup final in 1974. He is known for his incredible dribbling skills and his ability to read the game. Ronaldo. The Brazilian Ronaldo was a striker who won 2 World Cups with Brazil during his career. He scored over 400 career goals and was known for his incredible speed and agility on the field. George Best. Best was a Northern Irish forward who is considered one of the greatest players of all time. He won 2 league titles with Manchester United and was known for his incredible dribbling skills and his ability to score goals from almost any position on the pitch. Franz Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer was a German defender who won the World Cup as both a player and a coach. He is known for his incredible defensive skills and his ability to read the game. Michel Platini. Platini was a French midfielder who won the Ballon d'Or 3 times during his career. He led France to victory in the 1984 European Championship and was known for his incredible technical ability and his ability to score goals. Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. is a Brazilian forward who has won numerous titles during his career, including the Champions League with Barcelona and the Copa America with Brazil. He is known for his incredible dribbling skills and his ability to score from almost any position on the field. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is a retired Brazilian attacking midfielder who won the World Cup with Brazil in 2002. He is known for his incredible technical ability, his flashy style of play, and his ability to score from almost any position on the field. Thierry Henry. Henry is a retired French striker who won numerous titles during his career, including the World Cup in 1998 and the Champions League with Barcelona. He is known for his incredible speed and his ability to score goals from almost any position on the field. Andrés Iniesta. Iniesta is a retired Spanish midfielder who won numerous titles during his career, including the World Cup in 2010 and the Champions League with Barcelona. He is known for his incredible technical ability and his ability to make key passes that lead to goals. Paolo Maldini. Maldini is a retired Italian defender who spent his entire career with AC Milan. He won numerous titles during his career, including 5 Champions League titles, and he is known for his incredible defensive skills and his ability to read the game. Xavi Hernandez. Xavi is a retired Spanish midfielder who won numerous titles during his career, including the World Cup in 2010 and the Champions League with Barcelona. He is known for his incredible passing ability and his ability to control the tempo of the game. Kaká. Kaká is a retired Brazilian attacking midfielder who won the World Cup with Brazil in 2002. He won numerous titles during his career, including the Champions League with AC Milan. And he is known for his incredible technical ability and his ability to score goals from almost any position on the field. Samuel Eto'o. Eto'o is a retired Cameroonian striker who won numerous titles during his career, including 3 Champions League titles with Barcelona and Inter Milan. He is known for his incredible speed and his ability to score goals from almost any position on the field. Didier Drogba. Drogba is a retired Ivorian striker who won numerous titles during his career, including the Champions League with Chelsea. He is known for his incredible strength and his ability to score important goals in big matches. Luka Modric. Modric is a Croatian midfielder who has won numerous titles during his career, including the Champions League with Real Madrid and the World Cup runner-up with Croatia. He is known for his incredible passing ability and his ability to control the midfield. Sergio Ramos. Ramos is a Spanish defender who has won numerous titles during his career, including 4 Champions League titles with Real Madrid and the World Cup with Spain. He is known for his incredible defensive skills and his ability to score important goals from set pieces. Manuel Neuer. Neuer is a German goalkeeper who has won numerous titles during his career, including the World Cup with Germany and the Champions League with Bayern Munich. He is known for his incredible shot-stopping ability and his ability to play as a sweeper-keeper. Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski is a Polish striker who has won numerous titles during his career, including the Champions League with Bayern Munich. He is known for his incredible scoring ability and his ability to score goals from almost any position on the field. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic is a Swedish striker who has won numerous titles during his career, including the Champions League with Barcelona and the Serie A title with Juventus, Inter Milan, and AC Milan. He is known for his incredible strength, his acrobatic goals, and his ability to score from almost any position on the field. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a Portuguese forward who has won numerous titles during his career, including 5 Ballon d'Or titles and 4 Champions League titles.
The world of football was left in shock on November 25, 2020, when news broke that Diego Armando Maradona had passed away at the age of 60. The Argentine legend had been struggling with health issues for some time, but his sudden death still came as a devastating blow to the football community and fans across the globe. Maradona was widely regarded as one of the greatest footballers of all time, and his impact on the sport cannot be overstated. He first burst onto the scene in the late 1970s, playing for Argentinos Juniors before moving on to Boca Juniors and then Barcelona. But it was his time at Napoli in the late 1980s that cemented his status as a true footballing icon. In his 7 seasons with the Italian club, Maradona led Napoli to 2 Serie A titles, a UEFA Cup, and a Supercoppa Italiana, while also guiding Argentina to World Cup glory in 1986. Maradona was known for his incredible skill on the pitch, his ability to control the ball with seemingly effortless ease, and his knack for scoring spectacular goals. But he was also a controversial figure, with a number of off-field issues throughout his career. Despite these controversies, however, Maradona remained a beloved figure to many fans, who admired his sheer talent and the passion he brought to the game. News of Maradona's death sparked an outpouring of grief and tributes from around the world. Footballers past and present, as well as fans, politicians, and celebrities, took to social media to express their sadness and pay their respects to the Argentine great. Many also shared their favorite memories of Maradona, from his famous Hand of God goal at the 1986 World Cup to his stunning solo effort against England in the same tournament. As the world mourned the loss of a true footballing legend, tributes poured in from all corners of the globe. In Argentina, where Maradona was a national hero, thousands took to the streets to pay their respects, while in Naples, fans gathered outside the San Paolo Stadium to lay flowers and light candles in his memory. Maradona's legacy in the world of football is undeniable, and his impact on the sport will be felt for generations to come. While his passing is a great loss to the football community, his memory will live on through the countless moments of magic he brought to the pitch and the countless fans he inspired around the world. Rest in peace, Diego Armando Maradona. You will be missed, but never forgotten. Diego Maradona announced retirement from football in 1997, bringing an end to one of the most brilliant and controversial careers in history. At 37 years old and after a turbulent few years marked by health issues, personal struggles and declining performances, Maradona stepped away from the game that had brought him both unparalleled glory and unrelenting misery. His playing days were momentous, spanning glory years with Barcelona and Napoli, where he established himself as arguably the greatest dribbler ever, as well as a difficult World Cup triumph with Argentina in 1986 and failure in 1990. However, latter years saw a troubled descent, from failed drugs tests to handball controversy, and troubles off the pitch around relationships, health and wealth. By the time of farewell, his star had faded as injuries and excesses took their toll. Maradona remained a legendary and iconic figure who came to epitomize passions of the sport itself. His time at the top brought a now mythical magnificence to football, creating unforgettable moments of skill, vision, fight that established him as a flawed genius and figure of contradiction. There were tales of incredible courage, determination and redemption, as also selfishness, controversy and poor decisions detrimental to career. His career was forever complex, containing multitudes. Years after retirement brought opportunity for reflection, observation of a life lived large and legacy cemented as possibly the most famous footballer of all time, for better and for worse. Mistakes and missteps could not overshadow talents and triumphs, and thus status as an eternal icon remained, as controversial as gloriously magnificent. He inspired both devotion and criticism, love and hate in a career just as colorful and complex off the pitch as on. Maradona touched countless lives through football, raising the hopes and dreams of a nation and passion of audiences worldwide. However, latter life was marked by struggles of health, wealth and relationship, a tumultuous path far from glory years. His legend grew larger than life itself, containing the man in a complex, multifaceted and often contradictory portrait. He nurtured an almost spiritual connection with fans, yet grave mistakes, personal battles and choices detrimental to well-being created a more human frailty behind the mythos. Years after saying farewell, Maradona continues as a touchpoint of inspiration, debate and what-if scenarios for future generations of players, permanent as legends of sport themselves. His career, marked by impossible triumphs and tragic downfalls, has secured status as arguably the greatest yet most flawed footballer in history, with a story to inspire and warn in equal measure. While a solitary career, he came to represent spirit of the beautiful game itself, all passion, poetry and pain included. Overall, his time on pitch and journey beyond live on as reminder that genius and grit, magic and heart can be forever intertwined. As beloved hero, flawed genius or cautionary tale, Maradona's time in football created stories that transcend sports alone, becoming woven into cultural mythology. His memory lives on not just in moments but meaning, a story for the ages of the extraordinary life and unmatchable skill, humanity, heartbreak and redemption found within. When all is said and done, in the end, can there ever really be a farewell to such a legend? Maradona remains, forever captivating, forever controversial, and forever football. His playing days witnessed momentous highs and calamitous lows, from glory years with Barcelona and Napoli, where he established himself as arguably the greatest dribbler ever, as well as a difficult yet defining World Cup triumph with Argentina in 1986 and heartbreaking failure in 1990. However, latter years saw a troubled and precipitous descent, from failed drugs test to hand of God controversy, eventually descending into interpersonal violence, health crises, financial mismanagement and struggles with addiction. By time of farewell, his star had faded as injuries, excesses and outside troubles took their grievous toll. Maradona remained a legendary and iconic figure who came to epitomize passions, poetry and pain of the beautiful game itself. His time at the top brought a now mythical magnificence to football, creating unforgettable moments of skill, vision, courage, fight and struggle that established him as a flawed genius and figure of deep contradiction. There were tales of incredible triumph and redemption as also selfishness, controversy and calamitous decisions detrimental to career and well-being. His story was forever complex, containing multitudes. Years after hanging up boots brought opportunity for reflection, observation of a life lived eloquently and legacy cemented as possibly the most famous footballer of all time. For joyous and sorrowful moments in equal measure. Mistakes and missteps could not fully overshadow talents and triumphs, and thus status as an eternal icon remained, as acclaimed as controversial. He inspired both veneration and criticism, love and hate in a career as colorful and turbulent off the pitch as on.
Diego Armando Maradona was one of the most iconic footballers of all time, but his personal life was also the subject of much attention and scrutiny. Maradona was married twice and had 5 children. Maradona's first marriage was to Claudia Villafane, whom he met when he was 16 years old. The couple married in 1984 and had 2 daughters, Dalma and Giannina. Maradona and Villafane's relationship was tumultuous, with allegations of infidelity and domestic violence on Maradona's part. The couple eventually divorced in 2004, after 20 years of marriage. Maradona's second marriage was to his longtime partner, Veronica Ojeda. The couple had a son, Diego Fernando, in 2013. Maradona and Ojeda's relationship was also marked by controversy, with Maradona accusing Ojeda of using their son as a meal ticket and Ojeda accusing Maradona of neglecting their child. In addition to his children with Villafane and Ojeda, Maradona had 3 other children. He had a son named Diego Sinagra, born in Naples in 1986, whom he initially denied was his child. Maradona later acknowledged his paternity and had a relationship with Sinagra. Maradona also had a daughter named Gianna, born in 1996, whose mother is Valeria Savolan. Maradona's 5th child, Diego Jr., was born in Italy in 1986 to a woman named Cristiana Sinagra. Maradona initially denied paternity and did not acknowledge his son until 2004. Maradona's personal life was often tumultuous and controversial, but he remained a beloved figure to many fans around the world. His talent on the football pitch was undeniable, and his impact on the sport will be felt for generations to come. Despite his flaws, Maradona will be remembered as one of the greatest footballers of all time and a true icon of the sport. Diego Maradona lived a tumultuous personal life outside the pitch, marked by high-profile and stormy relationships. Marital upheaval, paternity disputes and struggles with health, wealth and addiction. His life was as colorful and controversial as his playing career, rarely out of the tabloids from 1980s until death. Maradona's first marriage was to Claudia Villafane in 1984, with whom he had 2 daughters, Dalma and Giannina, early in their relationship. However, the marriage quickly descended into discord and violence, stemming from his alleged relationship with a fan, Fernanda Mistaconi, during this time. The couple endured a highly publicized and acrimonious divorce in 2003, the first of several. In 2005, Maradona married his longtime partner, Veronica Ojeda, with whom he had a son, Diego Fernando, later that year. However, this relationship was also turbulent, frequently disrupted by his health issues, battles with cocaine addiction and allegations of violence. They separated acrimoniously in 2012 and reconciled sporadically until his death. Maradona received 5 children from different relationships during his lifetime and disputed paternity of others, subject of lawsuits and media frenzies. While claiming paternity of all, he had often strained relationships with most, especially daughters Dalma and Giannina, occasionally violent towards family members or threatening to disown them. Personal life was almost as tumultuous and controversial as his playing career. Throughout life, Maradona struggled frequently with health issues, caused or aggravated by addictions, poor diet, smoking and general stress/turbulence. He endured heart problems, hepatitis, pneumonia, gastric bleeding, seizures, depression and Parkinson's-like symptoms in later years. Much was attributed to poor self-care, excesses and long history of drug abuse, particularly with cocaine, which even led to temporary bans from football during playing career. His finances were often in disarray, losing hundreds of millions of dollars through poor investment choices, overspending and poor management across decades. At times, he claimed poverty while lavishing money on luxuries, frequently embroiled in legal disputes over contracts, image rights, inheritance and more. Wealth that could have set his family up for generations was dissipated, tendency towards excess and win at all costs mentality hard to shake even in retirement. Throughout life, Maradona projected a rebellious and anti-establishment image. Refusing many commercial endorsements and career moves that might have increased wealth during playing days and instead following his passions and whims, for better or worse. However, behind the image, there was a far more flawed and tragic figure. One who struggled with personal demons, poor life choices and inability to escape from under the shadow of his immense talent and fame, even after retirement from the pitch. Though controversial, Maradona remained a legendary figure who inspired intensely mixed emotions. His life was a tapestry of missteps, regrets, heartbreak and human frailty, just as much as genius, triumph and flair on the field. Overall, he came to represent deep complexities, contradictions and bittersweet nature of existence itself. A poetic yet sorrowful story of life lived passionately yet troubled, forever complex, and forever enduring. In the end, there could never be a final farewell to such a figure, evoking complicated feelings long after the final whistle. Though flawed, he stayed a touchpoint of inspiration, debate and intrigue, reminding us of life's deep beauty, sorrows, and what might have been. Diego Maradona's personal life was as high-profile and tumultuous as his professional career. He had several relationships throughout his life, and his marriages and children were often the subject of media attention. Maradona's first marriage was to Claudia Villafane, whom he married in 1984. The couple had two daughters, Dalma and Giannina. Maradona and Villafane had a tumultuous relationship, and they divorced in 2004 after 20 years of marriage. Following his divorce, Maradona had several relationships with other women, including Veronica Ojeda and Rocio Oliva. He had a son, Diego Fernando, with Ojeda in 2013. Maradona's relationships with his children were often complicated, and he struggled to maintain close relationships with them due to his addiction and other personal issues. However, he remained a devoted father and was known to dote on his grandchildren. In addition to his personal relationships, Maradona's personal life was also marked by legal issues and controversies. He was frequently in the news for his behavior off the field, including drug use and allegations of domestic violence. Despite these challenges, Maradona remained a beloved figure in the world of football, and his talent on the field continued to inspire fans around the world. He was regarded as one of the greatest football players of all time, and his legacy will continue to live on for generations to come. In recent years, Maradona had become an advocate for drug addiction and substance abuse awareness. He spoke out against the use of drugs in football and urged players to make better choices. His willingness to confront his demons and use his experiences to help others was a testament to his courage and determination. In the end, Diego Maradona's personal life was as complex and multifaceted as his professional career. He was a talented football player, a devoted father, and a controversial public figure. Despite his personal struggles, Maradona will always be remembered as a true legend of the sport. A player whose impact on the world of football and his advocacy for those struggling with addiction will continue to inspire and motivate fans around the world. Diego Armando Maradona was one of the most iconic footballers of all time, but his personal life was also the subject of much attention and scrutiny. Maradona was married twice and had 5 children. Maradona's first marriage was to Claudia Villafane, whom he met when he was 16 years old. The couple married in 1984 and had 2 daughters, Dalma and Giannina. Maradona and Villafane's relationship was tumultuous, with allegations of infidelity and domestic violence on Maradona's part. The couple eventually divorced in 2004, after 20 years of marriage. Maradona's second marriage was to his longtime partner, Veronica Ojeda. The couple had a son, Diego Fernando, in 2013. Maradona and Ojeda's relationship was also marked by controversy, with Maradona accusing Ojeda of using their son as a meal ticket and Ojeda accusing Maradona of neglecting their child. In addition to his children with Villafane and Ojeda, Maradona had 3 other children. He had a son named Diego Sinagra, born in Naples in 1986, whom he initially denied was his child. Maradona later acknowledged his paternity and had a relationship with Sinagra. Maradona also had a daughter named Jana, born in 1996, whose mother is Valeria Sabalin. Maradona's 5th child, Diego Jr., was born in Italy in 1986 to a woman named Cristiana Sinagra. Maradona initially denied paternity and did not acknowledge his son until 2004. Maradona's personal life was often tumultuous and controversial, but he remained a beloved figure to many fans around the world. His talent on the football pitch was undeniable, and his impact on the sport will be felt for generations to come. Despite his flaws, Maradona will be remembered as one of the greatest footballers of all time and a true icon of the sport. Beyond talent and controversy, Diego Maradona was known and beloved for passionate support of social justice causes and charitable works bringing aid to those in need. While life outside football was often troubled, he consistently gave back to community in meaningful ways, using fame and platform to raise awareness of important issues and help marginalized groups. Maradona was a lifelong supporter of political activist groups and movements fighting injustice, oppression, and inequality. He supported Chávez's Bolivarian movement in Venezuela, Castro's Cuba, and Palestinian rights groups, frequently criticizing Western imperialism and inequality. He called for an end to global hunger and poverty, speaking out against policies harming poor communities. Though controversial stances, they showcase deep commitment to helping less fortunate. For many years, Maradona donated a significant portion of his earnings and royalties to foundation providing medical care, food and education to poor children in Buenos Aires slums. Fundación Maradona was created to support underprivileged youth through sport, giving them opportunities to develop skills and escape cycles of poverty. He believed that through football, dreams could come true for those with little hope otherwise. The foundation continues providing aid today. Maradona also supported several charities and relief efforts providing aid after disasters, including refugee support groups. In 2010, he donated $50,000 to earthquake relief efforts in Chile, criticizing lack of international support. He raised over $4 million for Haitian earthquake victims in 2010, proclaiming Haitians are not alone. He also donated to typhoon relief in Philippines and flood victims in Pakistan, showcasing deep compassion for global suffering. Beyond disasters, Maradona advocated for important causes including cancer research, anti-poverty campaigns, education and healthcare access for all. He participated in charity matches raising funds for children's hospitals in Buenos Aires, Naples and elsewhere. He donated basketball court and sports equipment to school in Buenos Aires, believing sport gives hope and helps children stay off the streets. Overall, he used platform to raise awareness of social issues and funding to alleviate hardship, however he could. Maradona received several humanitarian awards during life for his philanthropic work and advocacy, though often overlooked amidst controversy and spectacle. However, for those personally impacted by his aid and support, the profound difference was clear. He came to embody giving back and using privilege to help most marginalized, despite own struggles, showing deep heart for helping others in need. Though complex figure, Maradona left a crucial legacy as someone who refused to ignore injustice and inequality in the world, using fame and voice to fight poverty and oppression however he could. His philanthropic spirit continues today through foundation and charitable works that were so clearly an extension of passionate soul. Overall, he represents someone who believed that with great talent comes great responsibility, using abilities and platform to raise awareness of social issues. Advocate for change and bring aid to those suffering, whenever and however possible. Maradona gave back generously, and continues giving back today through inspiration and spirit of service. His works humbly remind us of power we all hold to help others in need. In the end, there will never be a true and complete farewell to such a figure, one who continue inspiring debate, capturing imaginations and shaping narratives long after final whistle. Though deeply flawed, Maradona transcended sport itself, coming to represent deep struggles and bittersweet nature of human existence. Overall, his story is a poetic yet sorrowful tale of life lived fully, and forever enduring. Complex, moving and hard to forget. Maradona lives on today as a legend, forever complex and forever a reminder of life's beauty, sorrows, and what might have been. We were so lucky to witness genius, so humbled to see deep humanity. Such is his complicated and moving legacy. Diego Maradona was not only a legendary football player, but also a passionate advocate for charitable causes. Throughout his life, he participated in numerous charitable activities and worked tirelessly to make a positive impact on the lives of others. Maradona was particularly passionate about helping children, and he was involved in several initiatives to support underprivileged youth around the world. He worked with UNICEF on several campaigns, including a program to provide clean water and sanitation to children in Bangladesh. He also founded the Diego Maradona Foundation, which aimed to improve the lives of children and young people in Argentina and beyond. In addition to his work with children, Maradona was also involved in several other charitable initiatives. He was a vocal advocate for social justice and human rights, and he spoke out against poverty and inequality around the world. He also supported environmental causes, including campaigns to protect wildlife and preserve natural habitats.
Diego Armando Maradona was not only a football legend but also a lover of music and dance. He had a special affinity for Argentine music, especially tango, which he often danced to with great passion. Maradona was known to be a big fan of tango music and was often seen dancing the iconic Argentine dance. He had a particular fondness for the music of Carlos Gardel, one of the most famous tango singers of all time. Maradona would often listen to Gardel's music and was known to sing along with the lyrics. In addition to tango, Maradona also enjoyed other genres of music, including rock and roll, and was a fan of bands such as the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. He was also known to have a special affection for the music of Argentine rock star Charly Garcia. Maradona's love of music and dance was well known among his friends and fans. He was often seen dancing at parties and events, and his passion for music was evident in his energetic moves and enthusiastic singing. Maradona's love of music and dance was just one of the many facets of his complex personality. Despite his fame and success on the football pitch, he remained a down-to-earth and passionate person who loved to enjoy life to the fullest. His love of music and dance was just one of the ways in which he expressed his passion for life and his connection to his Argentine roots. Maradona's legacy lives on not only in the world of football but also in the world of music and dance. His love of tango and Argentine music has inspired many, and his enthusiasm for life continues to be an inspiration to people around the world. Maradona will always be remembered as a true icon of sport, music, and dance. Diego Maradona had passions beyond football, specifically vibrant loves of music, dance and nightlife that brought him joy outside the pitch. He was forever entranced by rhythms, movement and spiritual connection that certain art forms provided. Two in particular formed deep bonds: music of his Argentine homeland, especially folk styles, and graceful, sensual dance of tango. Maradona believed that music could unite people and transcend divides, bringing solace, purpose and meaning. He loved folk musicians who gave voice to struggle, collectives working to keep cultural traditions alive and vibrant. He advocated for preservation of marginalized musical heritages, seeing deep value. Maradona's playlist spanned genres but reflected deep roots and pride in Argentine sound. He used platform to highlight important artists and raise awareness of musical diversity. Beyond roots, Maradona's tastes were eclectic, enjoying rock, pop, Latin and world music. He was known for dancing at famous discos and spending nights clubbing after retirement, trying every beat and rhythm. He worked with artists on collaborations and soundtrack contributions, showcasing musical passions. Overall, Maradona saw music as a universal language that could inspire, bring joy and capture humanity's complexity. It was a deep source of passion his whole life. Tango was another art form capturing Maradona's heart, soul and spirit. He took dance classes and performed with professional tango dancers at events, showcasing impressive skill and fluidity. Tango represented grace, sensuality and melancholic beauty to Maradona. He believed it embodied the forever complicated and deep nature of the Argentine soul. The dance gave him the opportunity to express subtlety of emotion and physical artistry, contrasting the intensity of football. Beyond performances, Maradona was forever a fan of tango, attending shows at famous venues and following top dancers of the day. He advocated for recognition of tango as cultural heritage, proud it originated in working-class neighborhoods of Buenos Aires. Maradona believed that through tango, Argentine passion could be felt, seeing it as a symbolic art form of a nation's identity. He used fame and platform to highlight tango's importance, push for preservation and promote it to wider audiences. Overall, music and dance brought meaning, passion and purpose to Maradona's life beyond victories and controversy. They were deeply connected to spirit, soul and roots, giving outlet for expression of complex emotions and melancholic beauty. Maradona believed that through rhythm and artistry, humanity's struggles and resilience could be felt. He saw music and tango as profoundly human art forms that transcend boundaries and connect all people. They represented deep passion for life, artistic expression and celebration of mystery that continues inspiring today through memory of the vibrant spirit they nurtured. Maradona gave generously of joy these art forms brought, wanting everyone to feel and understand profound solace, meaning and beauty to be found within. Overall, music and dance show how Maradona lived and breathed life's deepest passions until the final whistle. His memory lives on today through love of art that knew no divides. Complex and moving legacy, forever inspiring. Diego Maradona was a passionate lover of music and dance. He was a huge fan of Argentine tango, and was known to be an enthusiastic dancer. He often performed the tango at clubs and private events, and was even known to perform it on the pitch during football matches. Maradona was also a big fan of music, and was known to be a talented singer and musician. He was a fan of traditional Argentine music, such as tango and folk, as well as modern rock and pop. He was known to be an enthusiastic singer and often sang at parties and gatherings. Maradona was also a big fan of the Argentine band Los Fabulosos Cadillacs. He was a big fan of their music, and often attended their concerts. He was known to be a big fan of their lead singer, Vicentico, and was often seen singing along with him at their shows. Maradona was passionate about music and dance, and his love of tango was well known. He was an enthusiastic dancer and singer, and was often seen performing the tango at parties and gatherings. He was a passionate lover of music and dance, and his legacy will live on for generations. Diego Maradona was not only a legendary football player, but also a lover of music and dance. He had a deep passion for tango, a traditional dance style originating in Argentina, and was known to incorporate tango-inspired moves into his celebrations on the football field.
Diego Armando Maradona was not only a football legend but also a cultural icon whose impact extended far beyond the world of sports. Maradona's influence on popular culture was significant, and he left an indelible mark on the worlds of music, film, and fashion. Maradona's impact on the world of music was especially notable. His love of tango and Argentine music inspired many musicians, and his image was often used in music videos and album covers. Maradona even appeared in music videos, most notably in the video for the song La Vida Tombola by Argentine musician Manu Chao. Maradona's influence on film was also significant, with several documentaries and biopics made about his life and career. The 2019 documentary Diego Maradona, directed by Asif Kapadia, was particularly well received and showcased Maradona's impact on the world of football and popular culture. In addition to his impact on music and film, Maradona also had a significant influence on fashion. His unique sense of style, which often featured bold colors and patterns, inspired many fashion designers and continues to influence fashion trends today. Maradona's impact on popular culture was not limited to his accomplishments on the football pitch. His larger-than-life personality and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life made him a beloved figure around the world. His passion for life, his love of music and dance, and his unique sense of style made him an inspiration to many. Maradona's legacy as a cultural icon will continue to be felt for generations to come. His impact on popular culture is a testament to his enduring influence and his status as one of the greatest athletes and cultural figures of all time. Maradona will always be remembered as a true icon of sport, music, film, and fashion, and his legacy will continue to inspire people around the world for many years to come. Diego Maradona was a figure who transcended football, becoming woven into popular culture, collective memory, and global imagination. His influence spanned sports, spreading to art forms, fashion, politics, religion, and more. Maradona came to represent deep hopes, struggles, and contradictions of human spirit itself. Overall, he became a pivotal yet polarizing cultural icon, one who continues inspiring passion and shaping narratives long after final whistle. On the pitch, Maradona brought Latin American football to the world stage, establishing a new standard of artistry, skill, and win-at-all-costs mentality. His time at Barcelona and Napoli introduced flair and panache associated most with tiki-taka today. Off-pitch, he came to embody rebellious and anti-establishment spirit, refusing commercialization of talents and speaking out against injustice. These qualities shaped his enduring legend and place in history. Maradona's swagger, style, and cobarde, coward, reputation shaped fashion and attitude for generations. His jersey became an iconic fashion statement, still popular today. His look, from messy mullet to flashy watches, defined 80s success and working-class populism. Even today, Maradona stands for a certain rebellious and carefree spirit in how we play, dress, and live outside the lines. He showed that with enough talent and charm, one can reject norms and forge own path. This attitude continues influencing culture, for better and worse. In art, Maradona has inspired countless tributes across mediums, from biography to documentary to fine art. His life story, of rags to riches and back again, has been told and retold as folktale, reminding us of poetry that can be found even in struggle. Murals celebrating Maradona as people's champion can be found from Buenos Aires to Naples, symbol of hope, empowerment, and joy he continues bringing to communities. Public sculpture and permanent installations memorialize his legend, cementing place in history as influential figure. Maradona's time at the highest levels of the sport brought Latin American talent, passion, and struggle to a global stage. He helped launch careers of stars who followed, shifting perspectives. Overall, he represented underdogs, working-class struggles, and rebellion against establishment, ideals that still shape views today. Although controversial, Maradona stood for certain overlooked narratives, empowering marginalized groups through inclusion, platform, and advocacy, however flawed or performative. His impact cannot be denied. Beyond sport, Maradona came to embody deep human contradictions, poetics of struggle, and bittersweet nature of existence itself. He serves as moving reminder of the sorrows and beauty found even in defeat. Overall, his name has taken on mythical status, becoming synonymous with certain spirit, ideals and what might have been. Despite controversy, Maradona transcended and continues inspiring conversations, changing perspectives and shaping dreams 50 years on. There will never be true farewell to such a figure, one who came to represent life's passion, heartbreak, magic and humanity itself. Maradona lives on today as eternal icon, forever complex yet familiar, moving us as surely with sorrow as with joy, reflecting complicated nature of being. His story, as poetic as troubled, reminds us to live fully while time remains. Maradona's time on this earth, though brief, continues impacting and inspiring as we face each new dawn. Overall, his memory encourages us towards courage, hope and following deepest passions, come what may. There could never be a final whistle for such a legend. Maradona, forever remembered, forever present, forever football. Complex yet simple, moving ever on. Diego Maradona was a legendary footballer and a passionate advocate for popular culture. Throughout his life, he was devoted to promoting and celebrating the culture of the people. He was a strong advocate for social justice, and worked tirelessly to promote equality and human rights around the world. Maradona was an outspoken critic of the Argentine government and was a strong supporter of the rights of indigenous people. He was also a vocal opponent of the military dictatorship in Argentina during the 1970s and 1980s. He was a passionate advocate for the rights of the working class and was a vocal supporter of the rights of the poor and disadvantaged. Maradona was also a passionate supporter of popular culture. He was a huge fan of traditional Argentine music, such as tango and folk, as well as modern rock and pop. He was known to be an enthusiastic singer and often sang at parties and gatherings. He was also a big fan of the Argentine band Los Fabulosos Cadillacs and was often seen singing along with them at their shows.